Hi everyone, it's Deja. Welcome to Deja's Crafty Space. Thank you so much for joining me today. For our first project, I am making a wall decor using this thick round wood that I found at Target a couple of years ago. It was $3 and this is from their 2022 collection. For this wood decor, I went ahead and painted the entire surface with this glossy Mod Podge. As you can see, it has this really pretty satin glossy finish. I wanted to make a sign with no words on it, so I found this cute bunny SVG on Creative Fabrica. I love all the cute little florals that's on the bunny. Even though this SVG was super cute, it was a lot of weeding. I think it took me about 25 to 30 minutes to weed because there's a lot of really small intricate pieces. So I took out my fine weeding pens to weed out all the really small pieces. These weeding pens are absolutely amazing. They are really fine tip, so please be careful with them. After all the fun and fussy weeding, I used ExpressionsVinyl transfer tape to transfer my SVG design over onto the wood decor. You might be wondering why I put Mod Podge on the surface before I put the SVG design on top. And the reason for that is because I've done a lot of vinyl projects on wood, and I've seen that vinyl has a really hard time sticking onto just bare wood. So I think it works really well when you put Mod Podge on top. It helps the vinyl stick down better. The Mod Podge works as a protective layer over the wood, and it also gives something for the adhesive vinyl to grasp onto. I did let the Mod Podge rest and dry for about 4 hours before I put the vinyl adhesive on top. And here I'm using my scraper tool to burnish the vinyl design down so that it fully adheres to the Mod Podge or the wood. And then I'm going to slowly remove the transfer tape. Please do this slowly because there's a lot of small intricate pieces. You don't want that to lift up and accidentally rip if you're moving way too fast. So please move slowly, and if anything lifts up, just kind of put the transfer tape back down and burnish it some more. And here we have it. Here's our final look. I think this is so cute, and it's just not plain, but it's not simple, but it's also really pretty. And look at that beautiful shine. For our next project, I found this really cute pink drinkware or glass tumbler at Hobby Lobby. This is part of their spring collection, and I got this for 40% off, so I believe it was $2.99. I'm going to go ahead and use some rubbing alcohol to clean the glass so that it's free of any oily residue and lint or anything that's on it. And then I'm going to put this really cute Happy Easter design on here. I got this SVG design from Creative Fabrica, and it did come exactly like this. It's intended as a wrap for a glass can, drinkware, or tumbler. And then I'm going to use ExpressionsVinyl transfer tape to transfer this design over onto the glass drinkware. I like to start by removing just a little bit of the backing sheet like this and expose the vinyl. Then I wrap the whole thing around to make sure that it lines up perfectly. Once it's lined up to my liking, then I will press down the exposed vinyl. I like to use my scraper tool to help burnish the vinyl down as I slowly remove the backing sheet. In the video, I have this part sped up, but in real time, you want to do this slowly so that the vinyl doesn't warp, have air bubbles, or accidentally stick onto the wrong spot. When I get to the end of the vinyl, I use my scraper tool to burnish the beginning part of the vinyl design, and then I remove the transfer tape so that I can lay down the other end. I want to prevent the vinyl from sticking onto the top of the transfer sheet. Here is the final look of our glass can drinkware or glass tumbler, however you call it. I think this turned out really cute and it'll be perfect for Easter. Next, I found this pack of acrylic blanks at Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance for $1.39 and there are 6 in each pack. You can use these for a lot of decorative things, but today I'm going to put a vinyl design on this and use these as coasters for my mugs and drinkware. I thought it would be cute to create a layered vinyl design on these coasters. I'm using this blue vinyl as the background, and then I will place the pink Happy Easter vinyl design on top of it. These acrylic blanks have a protective film on both sides, so be sure to remove them before you put your vinyl on top of it. I also like to clean the surface with rubbing alcohol, but this is optional. The blue vinyl is part of a bundle that I purchased on Design Bundles, and it's called Brush Stroke. These are really popular designs for keychains. The pink Happy Easter design is from Cricut Design Space. I will put the blue brush stroke design on first, and then using the same transfer tape, I'm going to pick up one of the Happy Easter and then put that on top of the blue vinyl. To be honest, when I was picking out these colors, they looked really cute next to each other. But then after I layered them together, I realized that it really isn't my style. I didn't want to redo new vinyl colors because I honestly wanted to use up all of my pastel scrap vinyl that I have in my craft room. Either way, I still think it looks cute, even if it's not really my style. If you want that clear acrylic look, be sure to remove the protective film on the back as well. Otherwise, you can leave it on if that's your preference. Here's a quick comparison of the one with the protective film on and one without. As you can see, the one with the protective film on both sides has a cloudy look, and the one without it has a more clear look. And here's the final look of our Easter coasters. Next up, I found this pink pot with fake green plants and eggs at Walmart in their seasonal section. This was $5.98. When I saw this, I knew that I wanted to put a vinyl design on it. I found this egg design in Cricut Design Space and I sized it down to about an inch, and then I cut out 12 of these using my Cricut Joy Xtra. As usual, I will use rubbing alcohol to clean the surface so that it's ready for the vinyl. I didn't create a wrap for the pink pot like I did for the glass tumbler earlier, and the reason for that is because the walls are not even, which means that the vinyl will lay down unevenly. I'm saving myself the headache and stress, so I'm going to stick it on like a sticker using transfer tape. By the way, this white vinyl is by HTVRont, and let me tell you, it is super sticky. So if you're looking for a good permanent white vinyl, I highly recommend this vinyl brand. Alright, I'm putting the eggs on individually, and I know this might seem like it takes up a lot of time, but it actually doesn't. I like to do it this way because I love to save vinyl if I can. Also, this image is pretty big and has intricate design, so that's why I'm not using the tweezers and I went for the transfer tape instead. And voila! Here is the final look of our new pot. It's so cute, and I love that it doesn't have to just be a decorative piece for Easter, but it can be for the entire spring season. For our next project, I found this bare wood egg table decor at Dollar Tree. I went ahead and painted the surface with one layer of white acrylic paint, and I let it dry completely for about 4 hours. I wanted to paint this egg, but if you've seen my previous videos, then you know that I am not a great painter and I love using stencils to paint. So that's exactly what I'm doing for this project. I actually ran out of stencil vinyl and I happen to have an abundance of these HTVRont white vinyl, so I decided to use these as my stencil. And I will caution you, it is super sticky, so these type of vinyl might not be the best for stencils. I would definitely recommend using removable vinyl to cut out stencils. And then I use a low-tack transfer tape to transfer the stencil over onto the wood egg. I used some cute pastel paint colors that I had in my craft room and had no plan in mind. I just started painting. Sometimes crafting without a plan is fun and it's free of anxieties. I like to wait until the paint is not completely dry yet to remove the stencil so that it doesn't lift up any of the paint. And if you wanted to go back and retouch any areas or add extra images to any of the blank white spaces, you can also go ahead and do that. And this is the final look of our table decor, and it's super cute. For our last project, I wanted to do some simple paper projects. I found these cute Easter boxes or party favor boxes on Creative Fabrica. It came as a bundle and I used a few of the designs for this video. I also wanted to use my 6x6 paper pads, which I have so many of in my craft room, and I wanted a reason to use them, so I thought this would be a really good idea. You can certainly use 12x12 paper or 8.5x11 paper. Any type of pattern paper will do the job. I cut out 4 of these and they are so easy to assemble. All you really need is maybe just an old credit card, or if you have the large Cricut scraper tool, you can use that to help you bend the edges. What I love about these boxes is that you can cut this with your Cricut Joy Xtra and you don't need a scoring tool. The reason for that is because the scoring part where you fold the creases will come with cut lines to make it easier for you to bend the edges or fold it up. And then you just attach the corners. And here you have it, adorable boxes where you can fill it up with candies and eggs. Alright, and here's the final look of all the projects that we made today in this video. Let me know which one was your favorite. I have to say, I think my favorite one is that first project with that bunny. It's just so cute and I just absolutely love it. Well, I'll be sure to link everything that I use in this video in the description section, so feel free to check that out if you're interested in any of the things that I used in this video. Other than that, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!